Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching the post market show. Today is the 6th of June, and let us see what happened in the markets. So, the markets was absolutely consolidating today. So, it was completely sideways. Nifty moved at a range of just 150 points and ended up trading slightly negative, almost 0.09 percentage in the red. And Bank Nifty again, very stable, it was consolidating at a very narrow range of just 300 points and ended up in 0.1 percentage green. So this is the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So markets have been very stable, and that is how it traded the entire day. So that is the markets for you today. So maybe the market is consolidating to make a huge move on either side, or maybe on the upside or maybe on the downside. Now which side will the markets go is only time will tell. So for now it is consolidating, and we will be seeing where it goes. Talking about the charts, the Nifty, if you look at today's intraday chart, the Nifty opened slightly flat, but then there was a huge sell-off in the first 15 minutes. The markets touched a low of 16,441. From there it reversed, and it traded continuously in the positive zone, but towards the end it slightly ended slightly in the red, just 0.09 percentage, or by 14 points. So this is Nifty. Bank Nifty, again very similar picture. It opened up almost flat, then there was huge sell-off, but Bank Nifty was stable throughout the day. It went up, and it ended in the day by 0.1 percentage in the green. So this is Nifty and Bank Nifty for you. Talking about sectoral indices, we see that the IT index today, there was a huge sell-off. You can see there was a huge gap down because the Nasdaq did very poorly on the last trading session on last week Friday in the US. That is why the IT index opened with a huge gap down, but then it recovered after 11:50 a.m. in the morning. So towards the second half it recovered its entire losses and ended up slightly in the red by 0.28 percentage. So this is the IT index for you. And other than that, other indices were strong. The best performers today was the Nifty Metal. Nifty Metal is up by 1.12 percentage, and again this is a rally based on news. So what is the news? The news is that the domestic steel makers are reducing the price of steel by rupees 5,000 per ton, and this raw material prices, since they are coming down, it is helping the Nifty Metal indices to go up, and also this is going to have a positive impact on the Nifty automobile industry. So automobile industries will take a good benefit from this cutting down of the prices in the steel raw materials. So that is something good, and the markets have taken this news positively. That is why we see Nifty Metal is up 1.2 percentage, and along with that Nifty Auto is also up by 0.19 percentage. The auto sector, we were seeing a huge sell-off after it made a high on 1st of June, but today, because of this good news, it ended 0.19 percentage in the green. And the other sector which ended in the green is the Nifty Private Bank. So private banks did well today. It is up by 0.21 percentage, but what was poor was the PSU banks. Since the PSU bank ended in the red, 0.3 percentage, that's why Bank Nifty could not move up much, but still managed to end 0.1 percentage in the green thanks to the private banks. So these were the sectors. Top losing sector was Nifty Media, down by 1.25 percentage. So this is the Nifty Media, which is down today. Now talking about the large cap and small cap stocks, we see that today the small caps did not perform well. In fact, it fell 0.64 percentage, but the mid caps were flat like Nifty. So it also ended slightly in the red by 0.11 percentage. This is Nifty small cap and mid cap. So this is how the overall market picture looks like. Now coming to some of the stocks for the day, we see that today the banking sector did well. We see Kotak Bank ending positive. We see ICICI Bank ended positive 0.33 percentage. M&M is up today by 0.71 percentage. Reliance is down, but Reliance, we saw that it was a huge strength in Reliance the last week, and it was almost close to the all-time high. Maybe people are booking some profits in Reliance, so it is down by 0.4 percentage. Coming to the cement industry, we see cement industries continue to not perform well. It is down by 1.7 percentage. Ultratech Cement, Sri Cement down by 3 percentage, and other cement industries are also down, like Grasim is down by almost 0.95 percentage. Now, the cement industry looks weak, especially when Adani announced that they are entering into the cement business by acquiring Ambuja and ACC Cement, and fearing competition and fearing the price war. What Ultratech Cement did was increased its capital expenditure to more than 12,000 crores, and that is creating a huge panic in the cement industry. Especially we have the high inflation rates, which means the interest rates will go up and people will not be taking so much housing loans, and construction centric companies will not be performing so well. And in the middle of this, a company the Ultratech Cement, which is the sector leader in the cement industry, coming up with such an announcement where it plans to spend more on its capital expenditure. So that is causing an overall panic in the mind of investors, and they are not having enough faith in this cement sectors. That is why we are seeing a continuous crash in the cement prices for the last couple of days, and they are significantly high. So if you talk about if you see the charts of Ultratech Cement, which is the leader in the cement industry, we will see that it made a high of on 11th of April, and from there it fell continuously, and it ended if you look at the fall from its recent high, it is almost 20%. 19.35 percentage is how much it fell, Ultratech Cement. So this is almost 20% down, so it is entering into the bear territory. So that is the brief idea about the cement industry and where it is headed to. Talking about other sectors, we saw the Bajaj Auto yesterday, not yesterday, on the 1st June, when the news of auto sales data came, we saw Bajaj performing really bad, and the stock was punished, and it fell huge. It fell around let's see how much. It fell around 5% more, 5%, close to 5%, and today the Bajaj has recovered almost 4%. So again, auto sector which was strong, it is again gaining strength here again. Oil India, very interestingly, is up by almost 12% today. 11.14% is what Oil India is up. So Oil India, it is breaking out with strong volume as well, what we can see in the charts. And so there was the good news, because of the crude oil prices were rising. We saw crude oil prices touch a high of 120 in the morning. So that has given a positive push to the Oil India and its stock price. Asian Paints is again down because of the same price, because the crude oil, if it is increasing, companies like Oil India, companies like Reliance will be beneficial, and companies like Asian Paints who use oil and so crude oil especially as a raw material, they are getting affected, and it is down by 2.4% today. So that is again not a good thing to see in Asian Paints. So this is these were some of the important stocks for the day, and we have discussed them all. Now coming to the FII, DII buying and selling activities, we see that FII continue to sell today again more than 2,000 crore. They have sold for 2,400 crore approximately, and the DII is not matching the sales figure, but it has bought 1,940 crores today from the market. So this is the FII, DII buying and selling activity. Index movers, we talked about the IT sector, we talked about Bajaj Auto, so they are the top performers. Along with that, we have ITC, ICICI Bank, JSW Steel and Kotak Bank in the top performing list. Coming to the top draggers, Reliance Industry, Nifty heavyweight, today it is down, maybe because of profit booking, down by 0.43%, and then Asian Paints is again the major dragger of Nifty. So this is the index movers, and I told you about those. Coming to OI analysis for Bank Nifty, then we will go into Nifty. Bank Nifty PCR is at 0.64, which is not a good sign, but market consolidated today, and we see good amount of put build up in Bank Nifty. So puts have been written across even close to at the money puts have also been written. Market ended at around 35,300 today, and we can see 35,200, 300, all of them have good amount of put interest OI being built around that, but still 36,000 remains a very, very strong resistance for Bank Nifty based on the OI data. Coming to Nifty for the next week, we see that today the markets were consolidating, and we see good amount of call and put being written on both sides, but PCR indicates 0.75, which is still bearish, but still it is stronger than Bank Nifty. This is the picture of Nifty, and people markets ended close to 16,560 today, but people have sold 16,500 as well, 400 as well, and 16,300 as well. So people are taking slightly bullish position in Nifty. Let us see where the markets go. And on the upside, we can see 17,200 has a huge call OI build up, and today in fact a good amount of selling was done at 17,200 levels, which is almost 700 points away. And so on the upside, people are slightly distancing themselves and making hoping that the market will make a strong up move. So on the upside, 17,000 and 17,200, so these have the good amount of call OI. On the downside, 16,300 has a good and very strong put build up in Nifty. So this is the kind of picture which Nifty has on the basis of open interest data. Now coming to the European market. So European markets today ended in the green, well in the green today in fact. So when we see the markets of let's say German markets, DAX, it is up 1.3%. The French market is up 0.1%, UK market is up by 0.5%. So all of them are trading in the positive, and the US markets are also trading in the green right now. But US markets, it opened with a huge gap up. Let me show you the 5-minute chart of the US market. This is the S&P 500 chart. You can see the markets opened with a huge gap up, and markets moved up from there, but then there was a severe sell-off in the S&P 500, and then it recovered from the low levels, and right now it is consolidating. Still it is positive by 0.75%. So let us see where the markets end. Talking about Nasdaq, it is up 0.7%. DJI, Dow Jones, is 0.35% up. So this is the US markets. Talking about VIX, India and US, both VIX are in the positive today. Both are up by 1.14%. India VIX is at 20.2, whereas the VIX at the US is 25.8. The US markets are still volatile, and the VIX is shooting up slightly today. The crude oil prices, we saw that the crude oil prices were trading close to a high of 121, almost 120.96, but then it is down at 118.64. so it is slightly down, which is again a good thing. Talking about other things, we have the sugar prices is up by 1.4%. Dollar index is stabilizing at 102. So Indian rupee is not looking very good currently. Indian rupee has touched a high of 77.8 once again today. So we were hoping that the Indian rupee will gain strength. It will come close to 76, 75, but that does not seem to be the case. And again, I told you, it hit the high of 77.8. So which was hit on 16th of May, and 20th of May was also, this level was tested. So let us see where the US INR and how it trades, because this is again not a positive sign for the Indian economy. These are the currencies, and I told you how they are trading. We talked about the VIX data. We also talked about the European and US markets. All of them are trading in the green. So that with that, let us see the SGX Nifty. So SGX Nifty, you can see it is trading at 16,517, which is again up. So if you see that the fall started from 8:30 in the evening Indian Standard Time, when the US market started falling, we have seen that the VIX was also started to, not VIX, the SGX Nifty was starting to fall as well, and it fell and fell, and it came close to 16,480, almost 100 point down, but then it started recovering. Currently it is trading at 16,520, indicating almost 50 points down from where the markets ended here. So this is the current scenario in SGX Nifty. So we still have 2 more hours to go for the US markets to end, so let us see where it ends. And obviously we will be discussing where the Asian markets open in tomorrow morning's pre-market show at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So you can keep an eye out for that. And the broader markets overall, it looks consolidating. I told you the range for Nifty 16,800 on the upside, 16,400 on the downside, and Bank Nifty 36,000 on the upside, and on the downside we can expect 35,000 to hold. If that does not hold, 34,800 is going to act as a major support for Bank Nifty. So the markets have been consolidating, and we can expect the markets to break out or break down from these areas. But the way the things are trading, we can expect the markets to break out from this zone on the upside. So that is how the traders are feeling, and the price action also says that the markets can break out from here. But Indian markets, Wednesday is going to be a very, very important day because of the RBI monetary policy. They will be deciding on the interest rates, and so that is, we are going to be discussing about that as well in the coming days. So we have one more day. Tuesday is there tomorrow, so then Wednesday, that is day after tomorrow, this will happen. So for then the market is still trying to consolidate, and huge moves can be seen on Wednesday. So that is how the markets are thinking right now. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. We'll meet tomorrow again in the morning 8:30 a.m. to discuss the important levels for the day, and also how the Asian markets are trading and what kind of day we can see tomorrow. So with that, I will join you tomorrow morning's pre-market show. That is it from my side. Thank you for watching.